afternoon folks, and welcome back to Lisa Loves, and today I'm going to be discussing the very much anticipated brand new Twilight Zone series. I watched the first 2 episodes last night. I will tell you how I did that in a moment, as it's only available in the US folks. Not fair. So a few of you lately may realise that I'm trying to change my videos up a little bit. I'm trying to make them a little bit more creative. I'm trying to do fewer of them, but now and again I will just do videos talking to you like this that won't have any effects, that won't have any skits, purely because I still like to do these videos, and sometimes I like to do talking about videos like this one. And I don't have time to put like loads of effects into loads of stuff all the time, but sometimes I want to talk to you about certain things, and this week's going to be one of those weeks because a good buddy is doing a giveaway that I want to do an entry for. You will see that later. I want to discuss the Twilight Zone. It's just started. I love that show. Pet Sematary comes out this week. I'm going to see it on Thursday night. This is Tuesday as I'm recording this now. And what was the other thing? Yeah, my roundup for March movies I watched. So this week's going to be a bit Lisa Loves heavy. I do apologise, but yeah. I may go for a couple of weeks and do nothing. I may do 3 videos in 1 week. So there we have it. So we're here today to talk about the Twilight Zone. This is only available in the US, which is it's not fair. So what Lisa had to do is set up a VPN on her laptop. One of these things where you can set it so that you're in any part of the world. So we set it to the US, we can get online, we can watch CBS All Access, is that it? We've got CBS Reality, CBS Drama, and CBS something else I've forgotten, but we don't have CBS All Access, but we got to see it, we got to watch it. So what did I think? Right, the first episode, I'm not going to give major spoilers here, so don't worry about that. I am going to give a very, very basic premise of the episode, but nothing's going to be given away, so don't worry about that. The first one's called The Comedian. It stars, and I'm just now going to butcher his name for you, Kumail Nanjiani, and he plays a comedian. A not very good comedian, and he discovers when talking to someone that was a big comedian of his day, now sort of like out of the limelight a bit, and he gives him some advice as to how he can make his act better, how he can be more successful, but that success will come at a price. That's all I'm going to say. I found this initial opening episode quite disappointing, I have to admit. It was called The Comedian. It wasn't funny. The jokes, none of the jokes were funny. I don't know if that was supposed to be, even when he was meant to be good. No, the laughs were flat. I felt the opening episode of The Twilight Zone had to be one of the best episodes. And I really wish they'd put episode 2 as the first one. Because the first episode, I will admit, I was disappointed by. Not the performances, they were fine. I just didn't feel that air of tension. I'm a big fan of the original series, of even the later series. I just love it. Another thing I have to point out is this is not suitable for like kids. There's a lot of bad language in this. Some people may be happy with their kids watching that, some may not. But I remember as a child, the Twilight Zone being something I could sit down and watch with my folks. And, you know, you got freaked out and scared a little bit, but it was still suitable. And I wish that it kept that. I know those of you out there in the horror community will be going, no, we want it to be R-rated. And I wouldn't say it's R-rated, but it would have been nice if it was something that you know, was an inclusive thing with families, but that's just as a parent coming from me. Right, the second episode was called Nightmare at 30,000 feet. The original was called Nightmare at 20,000 feet, but obviously we fly higher now, so they've changed the title. This is probably the most famous Twilight Zone episode, the one with the gremlin on the plane. Original starred William Shatner, and then it was remade with John Lithgow. Awesome episode, one of my personal favourites. This is an adaptation of that episode. It stars, Lisa, you're a disgrace. Why can they not put the person that stars at the beginning? There he is. Adam Scott, who plays Justin Sanderson, who is the main protagonist of the story. There is no gremlin on the plane. It is an adapted version of a similar story. This one was really good. I really enjoyed this one. I do not want to tell you anything about the story. I don't want to tell you what happened, how it ends, anything else. This I loved. Didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was a bit stupid. I didn't like where they went with the ending. It just seemed a bit OTT. There was a little hint at an ironic thing that happened at the end. When you see, the gentleman plays a newspaper reporter, and he writes an article, And what happens at the end is quite ironic given the title of the article he wrote, which I won't go into anything about it, but the only thing I would have changed, I didn't like the ending, but the episode itself I loved. I thought he was perfect for the role. He's very much an everyman, you know, like just a Joe Bloggs. I thought he fitted the role perfectly. So yeah, I really wish they'd have put that one first. And it's shorter also. The comedian is longer than Terror, is it Nightmare Terror? Whatever it is, the one in the plane. But yeah, I'll still be watching all 10 episodes. Jordan Peele is obviously narrating this. He is like the bee's knees right now. The cast that they have coming up, lined up for this is incredible. Everybody seems to want to be a part of it. So for me, first one pretty disappointing, second one really enjoyable with a weekend in. So yeah, have any of you seen it yet? What did you think? Hit me up in the comments and let me know below. Get a conversation going about this. Did you enjoy The Comedian? Are you going to be watching it if you haven't already? Let me know in the comments, and I look forward to speaking to you when we get another Twilight Zone episode to talk about. Over and out from Lisa Loves.